Yeah.
So try
No,
that.
it's good. I like it.
I
We'll have
think
to
Chris
bring
knows.
some. We'll have to bring some.
Bring some chalk. I'll try
Bring
it.
some chalk. Yeah, I got a piece for you over here.
Okay.
All right. It was a very warm day today. Still warm and humid, 75 degrees. So at least we are beginning to cool down. But today's high broke the old record. We hit 81 degrees. We are still in January, right? 79 was the old record set back in 1980. So a 42-year-old record broken today. And our morning lows were also warm. In fact, our low of 65 is warmer than the average high for this time of year. Today was the really warm day. We are going to be starting off tomorrow warm, but then the cold front moves through. In the second half of the day tomorrow, we will start to see temperatures coming down. In the 70s outside at the moment, with dew points high in the 60s and even some spotty low 70s. And that is because of this, a strong southerly wind, which has been breezy at times, gusting to 26 miles an hour at Kenner. But we have had a bit more of a breeze, which will stay up through the overnight. So even with the higher humidity, I think with the winds, we're not going to see the fog issue tonight or tomorrow morning. We've had some passing clouds actually for, a pretty day today, but it was just too warm and humid. No rain on radar. We're watching out to our west for that developing cold front, which is not quite yet really well formed, at least in terms of the cloud cover and rain, because the front is there. And this is the upper energy that is now moving almost into the central plains. This is going to be the feature that brings that colder air mass in. Unfortunately, though, for me, I like the cold. It's only going to last for a few days. We will start to see that temperature drop during the latter part of the day on Thursday. Friday will be chilly. Saturday morning, probably our coldest, and still cool going into Sunday. But by Sunday, we'll already start to see a warming trend, which will take us into the first half of next week. So the cooler air, the chilly air, is not going to hang around for very, very long. Here's the front itself starting to develop out over more central Texas. We're starting to see a little more cloudiness with that, but at the moment, still no rainfall, which does make sometimes the timing of these systems a little bit more in question. Now, it still looks like, based on the model agreement, we'll start to see the showers during the latter half of the morning. I think the morning commute should be fine, 6, 7, even 8 a.m. But it may be that we start to see the rainfall after 8 to 9. This is going to be a very quick moving line of showers by about 11, maybe noon, already moving across most of the area and then already exiting the region by about 1, 2 o'clock in the afternoon. So for the morning commute, I think will be relatively dry. And for the evening commute, I think will be dry. It's going to be a far cry, though, different from the morning to the evening. We'll start off warm and humid. By the evening, temperatures will already be dropping with winds increasing and that chilly, breezy air mass moving in, and that'll take us right into the start of the weekend. This is our high resolution model. Again, timing is in fairly decent agreement. Maybe a few spotty showers for that morning commute, but I think most of the rain will be along the frontal boundary itself. Moving in, again, about 9, 10 o'clock or so, moving through the metro area probably before noon, and by 2, most, if not all, of our viewing area is already clearing out with that cooler air moving in. Again, we've been highlighting that very low potential for any severe weather. The risk just doesn't look to be there. And again, most, if not all, of the rainfall will be along kind of a thin line. So it's not going to be a long duration rain event by any means. Here's what the temperatures are going to be doing as we start the morning again in the mid upper 60s and humid, getting into the low 70s before the front moves through. And then once the front is through, as folks are leaving from work, we're already down into the 50s and 60s and strong winds making it feel colder. So kind of need to dress for 2 separate seasons for Thursday during the day, as that high of 73 will be before noon and then falling through the afternoon and evening. And by Friday morning, it will be chilly, 30s and 40s and a high of only 55 and still breezy. Lighter winds will allow us to drop to probably near or below freezing on the North Shore. Saturday morning, we start warming right back up, though, into the 70s by early next week.
Our poor air conditioning and heating
Yes.
systems, they don't know what to do.
Off on, a couple of times.
Jeez. All right. Thank you, Chris. Well, Tulane University